No, yeah, no, no, yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm back. And this time I'm going to be talking about my coming out story. There are three different sections to my coming out story in three different time periods. So my first one is when I was 16. This was when I used to go to my grandparents' house every other weekend. And from when I was a baby until I was 16 years old, I went over their house every other weekend. And my grandfather just passed away last month. I love you, Granddad. I miss you. And I don't know if you know if you're not gay or if you are gay and you've never heard of this. In the gay community, there's this thing called a gay mother, a gay father, so on and so forth. Like it goes deep into the family thing. You have gay cousins, gay brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nephews. It's ridiculous. But I had a gay mother at the time when I was 16. She was my first gay mother. And it was a weekend I was at my grandparents' house, grandmother's house. And when I say she, it's actually a boy. But I'm just calling her she because she was my gay mother. But she had asked me if I wanted to go to the movies. It was some movie that came out to go see it. And I was like, yeah, and I was already kind of iffy in the back of my head. I was just like, I know if I ask my grandmother to go to the movies and this is a boy that I'm going with, she was going to, question it. But, I was just like, whatever. I'm just sitting here not doing anything. So I might as well go ahead and ask, can I go? So I asked my grandmother, can I go to the movies? And she was like, with who? No, of course she's going to ask, with who? And so I told her, I was like, it's a friend that I've been knowing for a while. I met him through Facebook. And she was like, him, it's a boy. I was like, yeah, it's a boy that I'm going to the movies with. And she, what time the movie, what movie theater y'all going to, what movie y'all going to see, and how you meet, everything. And she was like, from there, it was just basically her getting confirmation that I was gay because I asked to go to the movies with the boy. And I didn't understand, like, I'm just going to the movies with my friend, which is what he was. He was my friend. Like, hello, grandmother, what do you mean? By asking all these questions. But I call it a come out story slash. I'm gonna call this come out story slash takeover because it was a takeover. Like I didn't sit down and talk to you and tell you I was gay. You took it upon yourself to get that information from me going to the movies with a friend, which happened to be a boy. But yeah, she um she took it from there. I told her I was going to the movies with a boy with a boy. She took it from there and called my mom right in front of me and told my mom, Boomin wanted to go to the movies with this boy. I don't know who he is, and this, and that. And from, like, I guess, from their conversation, my mother took her telling her that as me being gay. And I was just sitting right there in such shock and awe. Like, really? You really just called my mama and did all this? And from her to my mother, of course, told her side of the family, and then my grandmother told everybody on my dad's side of the family. And so everybody found out, not by me, but by me going to the movies with a friend. And I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. If you want to take this and roll with it by me going to the movies, that's fine. You're saving me time by coming out. You're doing it for me. So thank you. But yeah, It was very irritating how that happened. So when I went home after being at the spending the weekend with my grandparents, I went back home to my mom's house, and it was it was normal for our household. Like Nothing was spoken of. We didn't sit down and talk. It was just I just came home and everything was the way that it still was. So I mean, she wasn't doing the most. I wasn't asking for the most. It was just what it was. And so that was that time where my grandmother just did what she did. So the next time, it was a year or two later, I think I was with my boyfriend at the time. I think I was 17 or 18. And this time it's with my mom. I was at my mom's house, and of course, because I stayed with her, I stayed with her. I stayed by myself now. This is my boyfriend. But I stayed with her, and I was with my boyfriend at the time, and we were in a very toxic relationship. And I felt like when me and her had the discussion about me being gay, I felt like it was her telling me to break up with him. And I was not having that. I'm like, no, I'm not about to break up with this man. No, we've been through so much and are still going to go through a lot. Like, why would I break up with him because you don't like this? Yes, I'm your son, but this is my boyfriend. This is my relationship. This is my life. So let me make my mistakes that I'm going to make. And so we were sitting in the kitchen. It was her, my grandmother, and my mom's fiance. They were sitting. We were all sitting in the kitchen, and I felt like, yeah, she was telling me to break up with him, and I was just not. No, I'm not breaking up with him. No, and it's just I don't know how we got on the topic, but my grandmother just started talking in the background. All babies are born innocent. All babies are born innocent. All babies are born innocent. That's all she kept saying. And I'm just sitting right there thinking like, duh, all babies are born innocent. But I'm pretty sure when I was up, she was saying like, you're choosing to be gay. And my mother did state that. She said, you chose to be gay. You're choosing to like a man. And I asked her, I said, so since I'm choosing to like men, can you choose to like a woman right now? And she didn't say anything. And I was thinking in the back of my head, right, you telling me this is a choice for me. Is it a choice for you to like a woman? I don't think so. It's nobody's choice. We're all just here, born how we are. But yeah, she was like, all babies are born innocent. And I'm sitting right there thinking to myself, that's true. All babies are born innocent. We're not born into this world doing anything wrong. We're just born. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure when I was a baby boy, fresh out my mom's womb, not knowing about any other thing about life at all, I I'm sure it was in my mind that I like boys as well. I like men. So all babies can be born innocent, but baby, that don't stop you from liking what you like, loving who you love. At the end of the day, we're all equal. It doesn't matter what you do, who you do it with. Love is love. It shouldn't have a gender. It shouldn't have a title. Love is love. That's how I feel. If I wanted to love a rock, I'm in love with a rock. Let me do it. So yeah, and that whole conversation with them, my mom, when she was talking, saying, yeah, she said I chose to be gay, and when she said that, they literally hurt my soul. Like I was crying and everything, and she was like, "See, look at you, you dramatic." I'm just like, and most people think that when you're gay, you're dramatic. I'm just like, no, I'm not being dramatic. My feelings are hurt, like legit hurt. And for you to just sit right here and act like I chose this, it's not something that I will ever choose to do. Because in the society that we live in now, it's becoming more accepted in the world that we live in now for gay people. They just equalized gay marriage on June 26th. So it's becoming more acceptable for people. But at the same time, it's those people that look down upon gay people. So why would when people say it's a choice, it really confuses me. Why would I choose to be looked down upon? Why would I choose to have someone call me out of my name? Why would I choose to be one of those people that walk down the street and get beaten to death for being who I am, for getting gay bashed? Why would I ever choose that? Why would I choose to have my family hurt? You guys say you're hurt when your child comes out to you, or where did I go wrong? with raising you. You didn't do anything wrong. This is not a choice. I was born this way. Either you can accept it or you cannot accept it, and we can just go our separate ways. It is what it is. But thankfully for me, my family, both sides of my family, they love me dearly. Like, they accept me for who I am. I've been told it doesn't matter if I put on a dress. Well, they can't say a wig anymore because I wear wigs now. But they say, I don't care if you put on a dress. I'm still going to love you for who you are. You are my son. You're my grandson. You're my nephew. My cousin. They're all very accepting. I love all my family, my dad's side and my mom's side. I love you guys for accepting me for who I am. But with that whole conversation, it was very intense. And I feel like after the conversation, I think I left and went to my new grandmother at the time. I had me and my other grandmother. We ended up separating, and so I got a new grandmother, and she lived around the corner from my mom. So I think I ended up staying with her. I think that was the time when I ended up moving out with my not moving. I just like she was telling me to break up with my boyfriend. I was just like no, and I left. I'm like I'm not breaking up with him. So I ended up just leaving and going around the corner. I stayed with her, my grandmother, for I think a weekend, no, a day. And then I went over to my boyfriend's house and stayed with his mom for a day. And then I came home. Yeah, it was a weekend. So Friday I left, Saturday I came back. Went to my boyfriend's house and then my ex-boyfriend's house, and then Sunday I went back home to my mama's house. So, that was all cool. We got that situated and everything. Now me and my mother, we are on great terms. I can call her and tell her anything, talk about anything. She's like a best friend. And I love you, Mom. But going on to my I did it kind of all over the place. Well, my last story should be my first story. Because when I was in 8th grade, you have this story when you come out to your friends. When I was in 8th grade, I live in St. Louis, by the way, so all my St. Louis people, hi. But I was in 8th grade, and I had my friends, all I hung around was girls. I was never really bullied in school because I'm not the person to be bullied. We're gonna fight, and which I did. Those boys that wanted to, in elementary, that's when they picked on me. But I went to the same school from elementary into high school. So in elementary, you had your problems then, baby. You're gonna have them at one time. We're gonna handle this, and that's gonna be the end of it. Like I'm not gonna keep on doing this with you every day, baby. I don't want you. Why are you mad? Because I'm gay. Why are you mad? But yeah, my 8th grade time, I hung around all girls. So we were. I think it was the end of the school year. We were all the last day of school, and we were all, happy for summer, about to be freshmen in high school. We thought we was for the stuff. So I had them all around, and I was acting real nervous and shy, like. You hear me like, I don't know how to say this. But the funny thing is, I told my friends that I was bisexual. I did not say I was gay. I said I was bi. It was not me trying, well, it was me trying to hide the fact that I was gay. I was just like, I don't want to say that I'm gay. I'm just going to say I'm bi. So I told them I was bi. But I feel like deep down inside, they all knew that I was gay because I would have had plenty of girlfriends and everything in middle school if I was really bisexual. But I didn't. I was always, solo bolo. And so I got to high school, that's when I got my little thoughts. But I'm faithful now. I'm married, I would give up. But, yeah, that was that time, and it was, very simple. But now, my whole family accepts me. I love you guys. And that was a few years ago, so it's like nothing now. My family accepts me. Both mom and dad. I really don't talk to none of the people I went to high school with because you gotta X the fake bitches out and get the real bitches together. So that's what I'm doing, getting my real bitches together. So yeah, thanks for watching my coming out story / takeover. So subscribe to my channel and like my video, share my video, and if you have a coming out story and you would like me to see it, just tag me in it. All my names are below. Thank you.